guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Ria and this video is going to be about DNB Plastic Surgery. So since the NEET PG result has been announced, a lot of you guys have been asking me about DNB in particular, and since a while I have been very keen on making this video because I think plastic surgery is a very interesting branch, and at Gangaram there is a 6-year course. So today I have two upcoming plastic surgeons with me who will be sharing their experience so far, and maybe it will be able to help you guys decide if this is the branch for you. So I have Dr. Shivangi. She is a first year resident at Gangaram. She's a really good friend of mine. And we have Dr. Nishtha, who is a second year, almost third year, also in at Gangaram. So hi guys.
Hi.
So let's start out by asking you guys, like, what made you decide to take this branch? It's not a very conventional branch, and I had not even heard that this is an option. So what made you, ma'am, decide that you wanted to pursue this?
Okay, I mean, it's a long story. Because in my second year, I started watching too many before and after videos.
Okay.
For plastic surgeons
Okay.
that were in USA, and I got really interested, and that's when I actually started preparing for US only also. And I aimed for plastic surgery 6-year courses then.
Okay.
And but then I got to know international immigrants, they don't get it so easily. So easily, yeah, they almost never get it. So I was like, what are my alternatives? And that's when I came across Gangaram is the place which has 6-year course.
Right.
So from that time, I think like it was on the cards. Like from that time on, like it was there in my head. Okay, something like this exists, and it's very fascinating to know about it. But then, things came together, and I'm finally here.
So you had this in mind since second year of MBBS, like
Yeah.
you knew you wanted to be a plastic surgeon.
I knew it very well.
And you were like, how can I get to it? And USMB doesn't really offer a very good chance of getting surgery in America.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And Shivangi, what about you? How did you stumble upon this branch?
So I've always been very interested in surgical branches. So that was the only posting during my internship and during my final year that I really loved.
Okay.
But seeing the surgery department in my previous college, I was not really a fan of the working environment and the working conditions.
Surgery tends to be toxic in many places.
In many places.
Yeah.
So I had never thought of taking that as a post-graduation course. So after I got my result, I researched what were my options. So then I stumbled upon this, like plastic surgery as a branch. I did not know that 6-year courses even existed before that.
Neither did I.
So when I researched about it, I found it very fascinating, the procedures that are taking place in this.
Yeah.
And the department here is very good.
That's true.
I asked around and I didn't get any bad reviews for it. Also, I liked the hospital. I had seen the hospital before also.
So you did a lot of research. So we are very two contrasting. Like ma'am knew she wanted to do this in second year, and Shivangi was like, result aane ke baad ab main kya karu?
Exactly.
This sounds good. Okay. So what has been your experience so far? Are you happy here, ma'am? What about you? It's been 2 years almost, right?
Yeah, 2 years about to finish, about to be a third year. So I would say in my first year, when I just entered, and like beginning to सबको ऐसे होता है कि bro, I don't know where did I get, like how did this happen and stuff like that. Once I came out of that phase, I realized that it is not as easy as it looks.
Yeah.
Like that was the first realization. So first year was pretty difficult for me. Like it is.
It's
how
hectic.
it is
It's
for
hectic, right? It's not
everybody.
easy.
Yeah, it is very hectic. Once my juniors came, Shivangi came in and Kopiji came in, so like they were very helpful.
Okay.
Things became easier for me, and I was able to start focusing. I was able to give my focus on like the hands-on part,
The hands-on
which
part.
I was missing out on.
In the first year.
That's when I realized that this was the right choice.
Which brings me to a very important question, like DNB for surgery. Many people are very apprehensive because they believe that DNBs don't offer a lot of hands-on as much as MS hospitals do. So far, what is your experience, and seeing your seniors, do you feel like they are confident enough to do this practice individually later on?
Oh yes, 100%. They are very competent.
Okay.
All the seniors are very competent, and DNB being the course, obviously the theory part is really good, but contrary to what people think, the hands-on was very good for them. Their experience was very good. Since you are spending the 6th year of your time in a single hospital
And pursuing a very super specialized degree.
Yeah, the consultants, they start trusting you at a very early, maybe even if they start trusting after second year, after third year, they start giving you hands-on, full-fledged. You have to, and you will, even if you try not to, you will come out as a competent plastic surgeon.
So that's amazing. So you get a lot of hands-on even though it's a DNB hospital. And Shivangi, like as we know, most first-year residents are given the paperwork, and they don't get any hands-on, and they are very long working hours. So what has been your experience so far as a first-year resident at Gangaram Plastic Surgery?
Definitely the working hours are very long.
That is
And there is a lot of work to be done. But I think that is true for any branch that you would take in residency as a first year. Like you'll have to do all this cut work. Like you can't just not go
Get
through
away
it,
with it,
get away
yeah.
by not
But there
doing
has
it,
been
yeah.
a lot of
But then it's not
opportunities.
like, it's not like I haven't been getting any hands-on whatsoever. Whatever I'm capable of doing at this stage, I am getting to do that. Provided I finish my other work as well. So if you're efficient enough to do the other work, then definitely you will get opportunities.
And definitely as you progress up in the pyramid, second and third
Yeah.
year, you get more hands-on and you
Yeah.
have less of scut work. So at Gangaram, I think there are only 2 seats of plastic surgery. And Shivangi, what was your rank last year?
It was 5,400.
And your co-PG?
3,000 something.
Okay, so the last seat for plastic went at 5,000. So this year it might happen same. So there are many people who might want to take up plastic surgery, but Gangaram, they might not get Gangaram. So do you know any other hospitals which offer this course?
Yeah, so the first one that should be on your preference list would be Gangaram. The second, we have 2 hospitals in Kerala. One is Baby Memorial, one more is there. Both are Baby Memorial and Malabar, I guess that's the name. So both are considered good. I did my research about them also. Then there is Manipal Hospitals in Bangalore. I have not done so much research about it, but apparently it's a little lesser compared to other colleges. And then there is one very good center in Lucknow. It's Vivekanand. There's a lot of free flap and cleft lip and palates going on. It's a very good center.
So they
for
all
plastic
offer
surgery.
6-year integrated DNB
Yeah.
courses. Amazing. So if somebody wants to visit such institutes and they want to decide if it's the right choice for them, what are things they should look out for? What questions they should ask the residents there?
Okay, so definitely number 1 must be duty hours. Okay. On the contrary of what the residents might think, you should ask how much is the night duty, like night duty, post night off hota hai ya nahi hota hai, all of those things. It matters because night duty pay as a first year resident you get maximum hands on, first year and second years. Night duties pay you get a lot of hands on. So you should ask about that. You should ask how many emergency cases happen because that also is directly proportional to how much hands on you will get. Next, you must ask how many flaps happen in a month.
How much is a good number?
Okay.
Like
I mean,
just like a lot or less, ऐसा.
अगर weekly 1 या 2 free flaps हो रहे हैं, then that's a good number.
That is good.
That's a good number. And otherwise, other than free flaps, pedicure वगैरह तो चलते ही रहते हैं. Like it must be happening all the time. Yeah. So those are the things, I guess.
Alright, Sean, you want to add something to that?
Yeah,
Something a first year resident should look out for?
also about the department, like is the department toxic? How is the work environment? Definitely, like how are your seniors? How are the consultants? How are the academics of that place? Because I think taking DNB as a course, it really depends on the institute how the academics are. Because in a lot of places, the academics are not very good and they do not teach you. They just want you to finish up the work. They're not really interested in teaching you anything. So that matters a lot. And other than that, the hands-on that you get, I think that is...
See, the hands-on that you will get in a 6-year course, it's inevitable kind of thing. Because
Yeah.
6 years if you're spending at a place, you will get hands-on. Like you don't have to worry so much about it. If you're getting plastic surgery and if you're interested in it, then go for any 6-year course, I would say. I have not heard any bad reviews about a place which has a 6-year course in plastic. Like all those candidates are coming out as good plastic surgeons.
So many people are a bit apprehensive about taking a 6-year course because they don't know if they want to pursue plastic as a super specialization. They're like, maybe I should do an MS first or a DNB surgery first and then think about. So what is something you think someone should think about? Like, this plastic is for you if you like doing this.
Okay. For me, I can talk about me. I was very interested in cosmetic, and for me, like for my father who's also a doctor, for him saving life is very important, like that. But for me, I was like, okay, saving life, okay, fine, that's a noble job. But I personally have always wanted to improve the life. So I was very interested in the cosmetic part of it.
Rehabilitation of
Rehabilitation
is
the
very
the
important.
cosmetic part. Yeah. So that's what I knew. Ki for cosmetic you can also choose dermato, but then obviously you cannot be treating the whole body of it. Like you cannot be doing liposuction and abdominoplasty, those kinds of procedures.
Actually, what all like plastic surgery is not just about nose jobs, right? I think that's a very big misconception people think.
Yeah.
So, what all does plastic surgery really entail? What are the procedures you guys do on a daily basis?
Yeah, so it's not just about cosmetics. So that is how it is popularized on TV, in movies. So whenever we think of plastic surgery, the first thing that comes to our mind is beautification.
Nose jobs
Nose jobs, yeah.
and other jobs.
Yeah. Lip fillers, nose jobs, all of that, right? But a lot of trauma cases are there that we deal with. Any trauma related to the face, any trauma to the hands and feet.
These guys love fixing fractures also, like mandible and maxilla. And
Yeah.
So that's one aspect. Then microsurgery is another aspect in which we do free flaps, we do reimplantations.
speaking of that, the very famous story of the painter who got his arm
Yeah, that was a transplant.
done at Gangaram by this team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that also comes under plastic surgery. Other than that, we deal with a lot of congenital anomalies like cleft lip and palate, syndactyly, polydactyly. Ear reconstructions are there. Then a lot of gender dysphoria cases come, male to female transitions, female to male transitions that we do. Then of course the aesthetic part is there. Liposuctions are there, body contouring, then
Right.
abdominoplasty.
It's a lot. It's a very
Yeah,
wide spectrum, and I
it
think
has a
even
very wide spectrum.
And I think many people super specialize even in that, like
Yeah,
super duper
so
specialize, right?
It's
So
not,
good.
yeah, you can always choose what you want to do. You can
Yeah.
go either for core aesthetics, like you can go just in microsurgery. You can do a fellowship or something and just do a specific kind of cases, like brachial plexus. That also comes under plastic surgery.
Right,
You can
right.
specialize in that. So it's not just that you have to do everything later. You can specialize in that as well.
That's really amazing.
There is a lot of scope of plastic surgery.
So thank you so much for sharing so much information. I don't think anybody knows about this, just post MBBS. They have no idea what plastic is about, and I think they might end up choosing a very beautiful branch. So one last question: what do you think differs between people who do MS and then they do a post MS plastic surgery course? Was somebody who was in it from the start?
So obviously, if you are spending 3 years at one institute, another 3 years at another institute, so the hands-on is obviously going to be a little
Yes.
lesser comparatively.
Yes.
And also you have lesser time to know the subject really well. So we've been learning plastic from day one. That it really matters. When we look at post-MS DNB candidates, unka viva and everything, so we realize that ki maybe they did not get so much time to learn about, which we already know by now.
So if somebody is interested in this field, I think they should just dive right in and they'll really enjoy it. I
Yeah,
think,
if you're
right?
sure, then yeah. So
Yeah.
that is one part of it. Another is your thesis. So you have to do only one thesis
Right.
compared to 2 of them in MS
I
and
think I would just be
Yeah.
sold by that.
yeah. So that's very important.
You do not have to give an exam after your
Yeah, you don't have to waste any
You
time.
don't have to give a final exam and then again an
Yeah.
entrance exam and then again a final exam.
Also starting afresh again after 3 years in a new institute, like it takes
Yeah.
time to build that
Yeah.
trust again.
Yeah.
You have to start from scratch again.
Yeah.
So you skip all that. So that is why it's really important to like really research about the place where you're going and the branch that you're choosing, because you have to spend 6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
So basically, you should really give deep thought about whichever branch you want and go to the institute, talk to the residents, and then make a decision. But thank you, Dr. Nishtha and Dr. Shivangi. I think you really helped us a lot. And yeah, bye. Thank
Bye.
you.